I haven't seen Public Enemies, which is weird. It was filmed right down the street.
Yeah, it was.
It was filmed here in Madison,
Our friend
Wisconsin.
David is in it.
We have multiple friends who are in it. Andrew Yonda's in it.
Yeah.
And then, like, everyone we know were extras. I don't know what we were doing that day. We could have been extras on that movie. And yet, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, the thing about Public Enemies is that it's a good movie, but it's very forgettable. I don't remember much. I remember seeing my friends in it. I remember the Capitol, and I remember the sandwiches. But I couldn't tell you much more about it. I'm babbling. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a J.L. Beers postcard from Marshall and Catherine in Fargo. Wish you were here, you could buy me a beer. Hope you're having a great summer and hope you can go to a theater soon.
J.L.
Sean Henry. This is a Tom Regan, yeah.
Tom Regan
is Miller's Crossing.
Crossing.
Okay. Godfather postcard. Since I know there's a lawyer in the Basement family, favorite law or lawyer movies? By the way, I admire your pictures very much. What pictures?
I don't know. Favorite law or lawyer movie?
A Few Good Men, I guess.
My Cousin Vinny is such a cliche, but it's a really, really good movie. According to lawyers, it is one of the most accurate depictions of law on film.
Yeah. Well, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's that.
A Few Angry Men. Well, no, 12 Angry Men.
12
It's A Few Good Men.
Yes.
Laura B., greetings from Akron, Ohio. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. I have a master's degree in art history. Can I have a weenie?
It's a classic postcard.
Funny postcard.
Caught them all this week.
We do not have a lot of mail this week, folks, but we do have a lot of donors. People who have gone to welcometothebasementshow.com and contributed to help support our show with a one-time or rolling monthly donation. These are some of our rolling monthly donors.
Roll it!
Beth, Melanie, Grant, Greg, Adam, Emily, Mitchell, Ralph, Caitlin, Ella, Kai, Mike, Kempson, Gail, Benjamin, Bernard, JP, Thomas, Alfred, Dave, Shelby, RPC Services, and Estrella.
Thank you.
We'll have more donors later, but right now we're going to answer some viewer questions.
Here's something from Jason Turchik. What are some universally loved movies that you just can't enjoy? Two movies came out in very close succession to each other. They were somewhat similar because they both had to do with the nature of reality through television, and I hate them both. Pleasantville, and the other is called The Truman Show. The main reason I don't like The Truman Show, which is lauded as this like great, inspiring moment of truth and everything, and that is so creative. Whoever thought of something like this? You know what? In the 1980s, there was a reboot of The Twilight Zone. They basically did the Truman Show in half an hour.
Well, the thing that I didn't like about The Truman Show is that everyone was saying, well, this is Jim Carrey's big dramatic breakout. And he's still doing Jim Carrey shit.
Or he's just too dry when he rings out all the comedy from
Yeah, he's still doing Alrighty Then, basically, but saying different words.
Yeah. Also didn't like Pleasantville. I'm not going to explain why. I barely remember.
Toy Freaks. Hey, how about a special episode of Welcome to the Basement where you guys get drunk before starting the movie and let us watch everything fall apart? That's not going to happen.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, getting drunk on beer and board games is one thing. This show, I think, requires a little more mental sharpness, particularly to get through the couch section. And also, we've done this already. You might not know that. When we watched Megaforce way back in season 1, we both knew that it was going to be a bad movie, and so we started drinking wine at the beginning of the movie. So I think we were pretty tipsy by the end of Megaforce, and I don't think it took away anything from the show, but it certainly didn't add anything to the show. And so, no, I wouldn't do that. This show makes me tired enough as it is. If you have a question for us, leave it in the comments. If you have any sort of suggestion on how we can turn things around in our lives, that is welcome too. If you have seen it suggestions, you can leave all this stuff in the comments. And your comment might appear on this show or Welcome to the Basement.
How did I get in this movie?
How did I get in this car? I was just in bed.
Get in there.
Oh, okay. Joke's on you. I like it in here.
I ain't crazy, Johnny.
It's called manic depression. Lots of people have it.
When the bank closed down?
When they run out of money, what do you think?
Everything just up and disappeared, huh?
Sorry, I've been in a coma for the last 4 years. It's, quite prosperous. Is F. Scott Fitzgerald still on the bestsellers list?
All right, come on, Billy.
Whoring is the oldest profession in the world. There were whores before there were bank robbers.
The first bank was opened by a whore who had a really good head for money.
The Whore of Bankalon?
How was that a stunt? How is that not what it is?
Dillinger killed his first man in East Chicago.
They called it The Night Chicago Died, and it was immortalized in a song by the band Paper Lace. Will someone get that turkey out of that straw? I'm sick of it! I don't think Warren Oates and Michelle Phillips have been in a scene yet that has not involved shoving and yanking.
All my life I want to be a bank robber. Carry a gun, wear a mask.
Whoa, I lost track of the time. It's 4 o'clock. On the south side of Chicago, Dillinger and his gang would gain another member. A man known as Leroy Brown. Well, hey there, stranger. Welcome to my train. Name's Guthrie. Woody Guthrie. Now, don't be like that Dutch Schultz and start saying weird things. Use your guns! A lot of times in our P.O. box, I am sent records and music. Hasn't happened a lot lately, but it has happened in the past, and I do listen to them. We've got first, Me Without You, Brother, Sister. I'm not sure which is the band and which is the album title, but there's that right there.
It's looking at me, Matt.
Yeah.
And the mouth is a fish.
The mouth is a fish. I don't know what type of music this is. The vocalist really reminds me of Connor Oberst, otherwise known as Bright Eyes. Oh, I gotta show off this vinyl because it's quite striking. I might have done this when we first got it, but I'm gonna do it again. Look at that.
Whoa.
Isn't that nice?
That's a candy.
That's just a great combination of colors. So this is really lovely vinyl. I really like this. I don't know that I have much more to say about it. It's good music.
Good music.
Next up, we have Tin Pan Orange, You're Not There. I believe this was sent to us by Therese and Company.
It's a very intriguing cover.
Down there in Australia. This is actually an EP. It's a 45 EP. 5 songs on there. Tin Pan Orange. Is it orange vinyl? It is not. This is good stuff. This woman sounds like Edie Brickell, but I won't hold that against her. And she also... there's a more modern band called Y Oak. Do you know them?
I know the name, but I can't think of them right now. Yeah.
Does a nice little Love Me Tender cover on there. Elvis Presley. It's pretty good.
Love me.
And lastly, we've got Truck Driving Son of a Gun. This is a group. It's a group of songs. It's an album with songs grouped on it about trucks hauling wheels. As they say, there's a group called the Land Rovers, who you've all heard of, and they do these songs. Here's some songs on here. I'm a truck driving son of a gun. I'm a truck driving man. These roads are rough, but I am so tough.
Hey.
Now, this does have the best truck driving song ever made on it, and I'm not talking about Convoy. It's a song called 6 Days on the Road. It was written and performed originally by a guy named Dave Dudley. It was his only hit. The Flying Burrito Brothers covered it, but unfortunately it's performed by the Land Rovers. Now, the vocalist for the Land Rovers, he studied his Johnny Cash, but you can copy the man's cadence and intonation, and you can sing like him, but you can never copy the spirit of the man. And the lead singer of the Land Rovers truly is a walking shadow of Mr. Cash. His voice is just so flat and uninteresting, and it sounds so much like Johnny Cash, but it doesn't.
You're burning him? You're dissing him?
I'm sorry to be so rough on the Land Rovers, but, you know, you're going to be in the music biz, you got to take criticism. Truck driving son of a gun. He's at Truck City. It's a restaurant. What do they offer at Truck City? Showers, bunks, and propane. Not a good combination when you combine all three. It's just not good at all. It's a waste of propane and you get a wet bed.
Where are we sleeping tonight? In the shower? Can I smoke? No.
This is our P.O. Box. Send us a postcard. Send us a letter. If you want to put something in a box and send it to us, you can do that too. We'll open it right here.
Here's our second group of donors. Because we have more donors than the ones we mentioned earlier on the show, and their names are such. Reed, Jed, Guide, Jeff, Anthony, Stephen, B.A., Mikey D., Brett, Peter, Stephanie, Jared, Ghosty Labs, Ryan, Marissa, Stefan, Kieran, Catherine, Lindsay, Chris, and Laura. Thank you. Thank you all. Those are all actual names of people who donated to the show. Isn't this show called Unboxing?
We've only got one lonely package here to unbox.
Do we fight for it? Do you want to go to the lake?
This feels like a book, which means that it's probably from Sean Henry.
People out there know how to read?
No, but Sean is he's an avid reader. What am I saying?
Are you
There's
saying?
one other person who sends us more books than Sean Henry.
Oh, that would be...
David James Keaton.
Yeah, DJK.
Enjoy! P.S. There's a game in the back that you should never ever play. Bolo, David James Keaton. What do we got? She was found in a guitar case.
Who wrote that?
Is this a novel? A David James Keaton novel? Let me read the blurb. I'll read the blurb.
Read the blurb because I don't know what it's about.
When the police knock on his door to tell him his wife was found dead in a guitar case, Dave does something he's done all his life, reacts badly. He also just rescued a creature that may or may not be a cat, and it's not talking. That sounds kind of interesting. All right, David. Well, congratulations. You wrote a novel, and
big novel, yeah.
It's right here in my hot little hands.
While I was still trying to figure out what to do with the mystery animal I'd rescued from the dumpster, cops were working my door like a speed bag, eager as hell to tell me my wife has been found dead. In a guitar case.
So this seems like a hard-boiled type pulp novel to me.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I opened up to stop the pounding and found 3 righteous knuckleheads perched on my porch. Righteous Knuckleheads. Need a band name? Consider Righteous Knuckleheads.
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips.
You kissed a girl.
Thank you. We're the Righteous Knuckleheads.
Yeah, thank you. Come back. We're going to have another show at 11.
Oh, encore? Encore, you say?
Oh, my love. My darling.
Oh, darling.
Darling, I hunger for your touch.
We are the Righteous
Righteous
Knuckleheads.
Knuckleheads.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening.